Hello, everyone. It's me, Ava, aka Kaisa. I hope everyone is having a splendid day. I am here with some pretty serious information for part 2 of DreamMsg8 for the awakened twins. This message is for the awakened twins and demonstrated relationships and the single awakened twins. The effect that the 111 energies has bestowed upon the awakened twins in demonstrated partnerships. Remember, I stated before that universe is going to shake things up a little bit. Well, it has started. It doesn't just go for the unawakened twins for their lives to be shook up that are in those demonstrated relationships. It goes for all parties in demonstrated relationships. The point is that universe shakes things up to make us wake up within our waking up, for self-realization, to look around and see what's really truly going on, and to make a being come to terms. It's more like poop or get off the pot type thing. You can't ride the fence, make a decision. When you make this decision, make steps towards the decision. So, as in with the unawakened twins, okay, so they're now making steps towards doing what they should do. And when they made these choices towards their twins. Okay, well, what's the difference between the unawakened twin and the awakened twin? The universe sees no difference. All right? So, it's going to be a little bit of lengthy, what I'm going to convey to you from Source in his message to you. So, I just want to say, prepare yourselves and let's get started. Okay. For all awakened twins, remove all nouns that no longer serve you and stress you out. Set boundaries for all nouns that prohibit and inhibit development. Okay. That simply means that if it's a person, a place, or a thing that disturbs your inner peace or restricts your growth, remove it. Okay? It's time to condense life towards your spiritual journey and your goals to be set. If you're surrounded by people who are not like-minded, and this includes family members, tell them, you know what, I need to take a break a minute for myself. Since we're not on the same page, then I need to set some boundaries here, because you seem to be giving off, and this is the awakened twin, gives in. We're always the ones that give in to everyone else's needs that surround us. So what we must do is set boundaries for everyone that is around us. Okay, so now we have to set it up and say, you know what, I respect your beliefs, your wishes, your little, pet peeves, etc. But it's time that I respect myself. If you're not going to respect me, then I need to set some boundaries here. Until you can see that what I think is important. How I feel is important. What I say is relevant. And I do exist. I'm not invisible. And I say that because a lot of times we will we feel invisible because no one's listening. No one's hearing what we have to say. No one is taking time to, like, we remember the little things. Okay, someone doesn't like I'm just giving examples, something crazy. Someone doesn't like their peas mixed in their carrots, right? So what will we do? We'll actually pick out the peas or pick out the carrots because we remember those things, because we care. But when we have things that we tell people and we say, like my example is, I've constantly been telling my mother for years, I do not put sugar or anything in my tea. Now, for a half a century, I do not like anything in my tea. When I was little, I would put lemon in there, But as I've grown older, I don't put anything in there. I don't want anything in my tea. I don't want anything in my coffee. I like black coffee. But with that to say, why is it every time? She said, how much sugar you want? Seriously? I mean, how much sugar I want? For 50 years, I said, I don't put anything in my tea. No one's hearing me. So then you get the feeling you're yelling at your kids all the time. Do this, do that. They're not listening. So you start to feel invisible. Well, it's time to set your boundaries and say, you know what? Hear me right this minute. Since you're going to treat me like I don't exist, and I know I do because I am matter, then I am going to become invisible. All right. You will not see me so much. You will not hear from me so much. I'm going to get me together because I am important. Okay. And that's what that means. If it's a thing, okay, do you keep it because it has sentimental value? And who's that sentimental value from? Are you even friends with that person anymore? No. Are you just keeping it because you feel obligated? Or did you receive something that you're looking at and you never liked it when you first got it? Be true to yourself. Why are you surrounding yourself with things that, that don't serve you, don't interest you, or anything of that nature? Get rid of it. Okay? A place. Okay? Do you keep going to a restaurant that you don't really like because everybody else likes it? Well, you know what? Tell them, you know what? Say, guys, every time we go out, you want to go to this place and I really don't like it. So why don't I meet up with you after if you're going somewhere else? Or how about we try a new place? You know what? Be heard and force yourself to be heard. Push the issue. Push that issue. State, you know what? If that's where you guys want to go, you know what? Tonight, I don't think I'm going. Because I don't wish to go there. And, let's try to find some kind of compromise here. Respect yourself. All right? Okay. Rewatch my DreamMsg4 Part 3 in restrictions. What's restricting you from growing? What's restricting you in your spiritual development? If a person is not hearing you concentrating on them and then you in your feelings and you can't grow. Okay. So just rewatch it and see what you get from it. That's what I'm told to tell you. All right. Awakened twins and demonstrated relationships. The 111 energies has hit the awakened twins and demonstrated relationships. Just to tell you, this cleanup is going to be more on you guys than just the regular cleanup from 2018. Okay? The wait for change does not exist. I'm going to repeat that for you. The wait for change does not exist. This is simply saying, those of you, and you know I'm speaking to you, the awakened twins and demonstrated relationships, sitting around and just waiting for something to happen is not in your best interest. Okay? Just like the situations with universe asking them to step in and, assist, then giving them permission to intervene. Well, they're going to shake up your world. They shook up the unawakened twins world, and because they're going in to they're in the groove of the alignment of what should be and making their steps towards their twin, the universe has their back. Okay, so they're going to make their strides a little easier for them. Okay, they're not going to go against the wind. They're going with the wind, with that wave. They're going to ride that wave like a surfer. Okay, in you guys' situation as the awakened twin, some of you have not even tried to get off the couch, so to speak. So universe is stating, hey, you know what? We're going to shake this up some. Make a decision. Either you're in or you're out. Make strides towards your decision, in or out. Do not wait for the universe to make this decision for you, because it's not going to happen that way. Free will means just that, free will. But universe will do this. It will force you to make a decision. I'm going to repeat that. Free will is free will. Universe will force you to make a decision, whatever that decision may be. So if things are starting to fall apart, it's not just the fact that it's the residue fallout from 2018. It is universe shaking your life up, shaking that ground beneath your feet to force you to make a decision. Okay. Get out of old patterns. Complacent. Face the reality of your situation. All right. So, remember I talk about that bag all the time? If it has a hole in it and you put water in it, you have no water, you examine the bag, see it has a hole. Either you're going to replace the bag or repair the bag. Then you can use the bag. But if you're going to continually put water in the bag, it's not going to retain anything. So change will not occur. Change will not happen. Okay? And the only way that change will happen is to get out of old patterns and old belief system, your restrictions and things. It's time to do something. You're just sitting there. Not all of you, but some of you are still just sitting there. It's very important that you do something different. Okay? You've become comfortable in your situation. It's time to face the reality of your situation. Are you really happy in your situation? No. And even if you are happy in your situation, do you love your twin? It's impossible to be happy in your situation and be goo goo gaga over your twin. It's not both. It's one or the other. If you're in a demonstrated relationship, remember I said you got to weigh the pros and the cons. Why are you still there? What makes you happy with this person? Are you there out of obligation? Okay. Think about these things. Okay. Some are waiting on the universe to make the choice for them and make things happen. I just said that. It's like part 1 of the unawakened twins. They're helping them along to ride that wave. Your situation is they're going to shake it up and force you to make a decision. Daydreaming is not an action. Like part 1 in the unawakened twins. So if you're sitting there thinking about what would be nice, remember I said about sitting on the couch, and I said your partner, don't think you're fooling your partner. Your partner knows your mind is somewhere else. So it's relevant that you take a moment and reassess what you're going to do. It's best that you force yourself to sit down and get in your feelings and understand what's going on around you. If you're just dreaming about what it would be like to be with your twin and everything else, does that get you anywhere? Just answer that question. If your twin, let's say your twin as an awakened twin in a demonstrated relationship, if your twin is in a demonstrated relationship, do you think that if they hadn't to start moving on their daydreaming, nobody would be going anywhere? These are the reasons why these things, these partnerships are so stagnant. This is why nothing is moving, okay? All right. Make space for your twin. Okay, I'm going to say it again. Make space for your twin. Where are you going with your situation? Is there room for them in your life? I'm going to use the same example that I used before with the unawakened twin part 1. If they come to your door, do you expect as an awakened twin in a demonstrated relationship, your twin shows up at your door? Do you think that's what's going to happen? And, you're still looking out that window for your chariot to come. Your knight in shining armor. And this is when I say knight in shining armor, your knight in shining armor can be male or female. This is all about the awakened and unawakened twin scenarios. All right. So let's try and focus. All right. Take action. Make that decision. For male gender, not divine masculine, male genders, awakened twins in a demonstrated relationship, make a move. Source said, make a move. Stand up, make a decision. The time is now. Choose. I'm going to repeat it because, yes, I'm being pressed to repeat it and say it again. Male gendered awakened twins in demonstrated relationships, make a move. Stand up and make a decision. The time is now. Choose. Okay. And that's all I have to say about that. Source was very, very adamant and pushy about that. Okay. Single awakened twins. Patience, patience, patience. In the process, gifts, progress, job, and self. Okay. Patience in the process, patience in gifts that are going to be your spiritual gifts that are coming to you, patience in your progress of where you are in your spiritual journey, in your twin flame journey, patience in the job that you're waiting for, or you're up in the air about changing careers, and patience in yourself. Okay, here we go. The patience for yourself is where you are. Take time and reflect upon where you were this time 1 year ago. Where your head was, where your emotions were, where you were physically. Some of you have started going to the gym and doing all these different things. Where you live, you might even be moved, or you might have even chosen to leave the country, go on a vacation or something. Your clothes, look at where you are. Okay. Your gifts will be coming to you. Some of you are starting to feel more comfortable in your knowing, feel more comfortable with your intuition. Your clairaudience is coming in. Vision. Some of you are dreaming. You're having premonitions and things of that nature. They're all coming. Just be patient. Patient in the process of it all. Not just the twin flame journey, but your spirituality of it all. The whole process. Don't concern yourself with how the process goes with your twin flame journey. Patience in that, as far as the universe and what it's going to do and how it's going to unfold and all of that. Just take a step back and enjoy the ride as best as you can. It's like a roller coaster, you know what I'm saying? You have your highs, you have your lows, but you can actually see the progress in it all. Be patient with yourself. Again, I'm going to repeat that. Be patient with yourself. Okay. Especially you A-type personalities out there. You know, you should be somewhere. You should be a lot farther than you know. I know where you're in your head. Get out your head. Don't screw yourself up. All right. You're doing good. Okay. Twin flame progress. How it's developing and what's required for completion. Okay. A lot of you need to know how it's developing. Okay. Why? Remember I said where you are in your journey will tell you how it's progressing? There's your answer. Okay. Now, what's required for completion? Okay. A lot of you have sat down. You've gotten so far and you reached your empowerment. But there's steps after empowerment. Okay? There's steps that you should take to know when to. You should be so much in your empowerment to know when to step back and see the little things now and ask your guides, what is it that I'm missing? Where is it that I should be going in my mission? Do I have a personal mission or a purpose that I came here for? It's time to start looking into that. As far as the female gender with the job, I want to say great job. Now it's down to 38%. We started at 45%. That means some of you have gotten that job, and I'm very happy for you, and kudos for that. 38% still out there. So you guys that have, put your applications and things in, your interviews and everything, they're coming. Don't give up. Okay. A lot of you will start dreaming about previous partners. I'm going to repeat that. A lot of you will start dreaming about your previous partners. Now, don't get all out of whack or, confused. Some Sometimes you will dream about your partner, a previous partner, and you killed them, or they're dead or murdered or something like that. That just simply means that all ties that you had to that person are gone. It's just confirmation. Don't fret. Let it go. And pat yourself on the back that you have moved on. Okay. Now, a lot of times your dreams also, for your previous partner, is to let you know that there's things that you did in those relationships. Don't make the same mistakes twice. Were you obsessive? Were you possessive? Were you needy? Were you clingy? Make sure you look into all of those different things that you have been through in those relationships and in those partnerships, and don't make the same mistakes twice. Does the person, remember we talked about how many texts do you need to send this one person? Do you feel that they need to be in contact with you all day, every day, 24 hours and 8 days a week? Okay? No. All right. Remember, you're in control of every single thing that goes on around you. Okay? You're in control of your feelings. Do you take everything to heart? When someone is mean to you that you don't know, why would you take that to heart? They don't know you. Don't take it personally. Who knows what they're going through? Maybe they're going through the dark night of the soul. Never know that. So the most things you can do is say, I'm not accepting that. I'm going to let that out into the universe. I'm transmuting any dark or negative things or that are being done to me, being said to me. I am transmuting it to light, letting the universe take it out. Okay? Don't hold on to any of that. You are in control now. You're the one that says, okay, you know what? I'm not doing any chasing anymore. Remember, you're the mature twin. You've been through it already. You know what you're doing. Okay? Have confidence in the fact that you know what you're doing. You're at the point where you're like, well, whenever they're ready, they're coming. Think about that. I bet you a year ago you would have said to yourself, oh, I don't know if I could ever get there. Let go. What do you mean let go? That is letting go. So, good for you. All right. During this time, the gifts are developing. Get plenty of rest. A lot of you are going to feel a little more tired than usual. You're getting a lot of downloads, a lot of activations. If you feel like just walking to get a glass of water is effort, and you don't have to do anything like go to work or anything, or take your kids anywhere, take advantage. Don't feel guilty about being tired. You're going through a lot. You guys have no idea on the other side of the veil what's going on. And then all this energy is coming in, and your higher self goes in and out of your body, your vessel and stuff. You're doing stuff in your dream state. You have to, let me calm down. You must be patient with yourself. You must love yourself. Take time and take care of yourself. All right? All right. A lot of you are having thoughts of changing careers. Now, what's the reason why you want to change careers? You've been doing it all your life. You think it's wonderful. You've been there 10 years or maybe more, and now you're feeling like that's not what you want to do. It's an effort to get out of the bed every morning and go to your job. This is because your soul is more prominent. It's standing up and saying, "Hey, I don't want to do this anymore." And it's having a lot more say. So you're starting to listen, more in tune, more in touch with yourself, more in touch with your higher self. Your soul is crying out and letting you know. Your soul calling. So take a minute, start looking in different job areas and careers on something more of a soul level. Don't feel bad about wanting to change. I mean, think about it. If you have to keep going to the same place, you might as well be happy going to this same place every single day. Okay. Moving on from past lover relationships. Ooh. Need closure. Will assist in the next phase of the physical development. Reach out. This does not include physically abusive relationships. Write letters to thank for lessons learned, then burn. Okay, that's a big one right there. Here we go. Moving on from past lover relationships. That means that you need to simply reach out to these people. If you have a way to contact them, do so. Just say, hey, how are you? Just crossed my mind. Just wondering how you're doing. Now, the reason why I say this is because some relationships just parted. They just fell off. Or they ended poorly and there was no need for them because it was all about miscommunication. That is the biggest key to why most of these relationships, 89% of the relationships have broken up. There was a lack of communication. Okay? These are part of the relationships that I was talking about before, mending relationships. Clear that. Closure. All right? You're going to find out, a lot of you, that what you thought that person was thinking, that's not what they was thinking. And what they thought you were thinking is not what you were thinking. Have a little closure. Close that up and whatever. If you can't contact these people, write a letter to them. Telling them everything that you felt at that time, how you feel now. Make a list of what you've learned, because now that you're, well into your spiritual journey, you now know the lessons that were learned and what their purpose was. So now you can thank them and tell them you don't need it anymore and burn the letter. Okay. This is very, very crucial to the next phase of your spiritual development. Okay? All right. A lot of you are not healing, and this will definitely help you. DreamMsg4 Part 3, Inner Child Work. Okay. When we speak of inner child work, it doesn't mean everything that happened when you was a child. Okay? And we're talking about clearing all that ancestral yuck. Maybe there's a history of servants in your ancestral line. Maybe there's a history of sexual abuse and ancestral line. Maybe there was fear of everything, anxiety, all these different types of things in your ancestral line. This is all a part of inner child work. So don't take it literally that it's all just happens when you're a child, because remember, you're dragging all this with you, and you chose at this specific time to assist as a twin flame to remove all that. You said, you know what, I'm going to take on the responsibility and do this for my ancestral line and clear all that negative yuck from history, from the planet, from all timelines. Okay? So the buck stops here. Okay? No more past you. There will be no more sexual abuse. There will be no more servitude. There will be no more. You're going to stand just like this. It's going to try and come in. You're like, nope, I'm blocking. Sorry. I'm blocking. It's not going to happen anymore. And this is the responsibility and what you signed up for in your soul contract. So, with that being said, take the time, do inner child work. Okay? A lot of you say, oh, well, I've done my work or whatever, and you'll find out that no, you haven't. And when everybody keeps saying you need to do your inner child work, is because you keep working on just yourself. It's more than just you in this existence, in this timeline. So now you're going to have to work on all the DNA markers from all the previous incarnations, all the timelines, dimensions of existence, and aspects of yourself throughout eternity. So you're going to have to work on all that stuff, not just now, not just in this moment. Just because we in this moment don't mean that you don't have work to do that has been beyond this moment, that is also happening at this moment. But that's a whole nother story. Work on yourself. If you have questions, you guys can email me about doing inner child work at my email address is in the description box below. And I'm going to stop here. And this is the end of part 2. Today, it really is hitting me what's going on with the awakened twins in the demonstrated relationships. My heart goes out to you because it's not easy. That is not easy, and I don't envy you at all. And like I said, my situation was I had a walk-in that walked into my previous marriage partner to treat me horribly, to leave. That was their job. That was the contract that they had, to walk in so that my ex-partner would leave me, so that I would be free for when my twin flame journey and my twin flame divine masculine could be here. All right. So, really it's my divine feminine, but that's a whole nother thing. I don't want to get into divine masculine, divine feminine stuff right now. But I will definitely send out healing and strength to be able to endure what you're getting ready to encounter. All right. If anybody has any questions, again, feel free to reach out to me. I love you all. I really, really do. All right. Peace to all. Wonders to thee. Make sure you check in for part 3. Ciao.